What do you mean when you say you're an eco-friendly florist? The answer and more today on Ask the Florist. Hi, I'm Sarah with Rose and Laurel, and this is Ask the Florist, where I'm going to give you all the flower information you actually need to know. Today we're talking all things eco-friendly. Yes, we're getting into the minefield of eco-friendly flowers, and there's a lot to know, but we'll break it down for you. The main thing to know about eco-friendly flowers is that each florist is going to have their own definition of what it means to be an eco-friendly florist. So be sure to read their website carefully and have some questions prepared to ask what they actually mean when they say eco-friendly. Here at Rose and Laurel, eco-friendly means we're prioritizing local flowers. We're sourcing all of our flowers from local farms first before we expand that net and then pull in product from domestic growers and then international growers. The other thing we do is we don't use floral foam. You may be familiar with green bricks of foam from the craft store. Maybe you've seen people on TikTok smooshing floral foam. That's typically what designers design into. They stick the flowers directly into that foam. Well, unfortunately, that foam is horrible for the environment, and it's horrible for you and for me. It's the equivalent of formaldehyde-soaked glitter. Yes, it has formaldehyde in it, and it's a microplastic that breaks down, well, it doesn't break down. It only breaks down as far as the size of a piece of glitter, and it remains in the ecosystem for eternity, essentially. So it's horrible for the environment, and we don't use it for that reason. One of the other things we prioritize here at Rose and Laurel to be an eco-friendly florist is we prioritize organically grown and chemical-free flowers. When I first started in floristry, I was so excited, and I got these beautiful O'Hara garden roses in, and I was so excited because I'd seen them on Instagram for years, and I was so excited to work with them. Well then, 2 hours later, after getting them into water, my hands broke out in hives. And I found out that those roses had been sprayed with numerous chemicals, some of which are not allowed to be sprayed here in the US, but they are allowed to be sprayed on imported blooms and then brought into the United States. So that's what had caused my hands to break out. And I thought, if it happened to me, it could happen to you on your wedding day, and we absolutely cannot have that happen. And ultimately, using flowers that are chemical-free or organic are much better for the environment, and they're better for you on your wedding day. You don't have to worry about if you're going to have a reaction to something that had been sprayed on those roses weeks beforehand. The important thing to remember about eco-friendly flowers is not any sort of floral design business is going to be 100% sustainable. In order to do that, we wouldn't even be able to drive your flowers to the wedding if we were going to say we were 100% sustainable. But we can do our part in making sure that we are being mindful about where our flowers are going, where our flowers are coming from. For example, after every event, we bring your flowers back to the studio and we dismantle them, and your flowers are composted, so they're going back into the ecosystem to make more flowers. And the materials that we've used to create them are going to get reused on another event, or they're going to get recycled. You may have been around a wedding at the end of the night when you see vendors cleaning up and there's bags and bags and bags of trash being carried out of that wedding. Our goal is to have no more than one bag of trash from any event, and that's usually when we get flowers in and they have something like a plastic sleeve on them, and we make sure to dispose of that properly and then recycle all of the other items like paper and cardboard, or we reuse them when we pack your bouquet. So that's what I mean when I say Rose and Laurel is an eco-friendly florist. Remember to check with the florist that you are interviewing for your wedding day to see what they mean when they say eco-friendly florist, because again, it's not a regulated term, and so each florist has a little bit of a different approach on what they do to be as eco-friendly as possible. I hope this answered some of your questions about eco-friendly flowers. Be sure to drop any questions in the comments below and I'll respond personally to them, and make sure to subscribe for more information from Ask the Florist.